I need a better intro. But what's going on? So keeping up with the full extra news from 4th of July, where he was riding around the car throwing fireworks, I guess, and he ended up blowing half his hand off, and a friend of his ended up blowing some of his face off. The Aaron the plumber guy got online probably like the 5th and was just trolling with the oh, should I, instead of us fighting, we should play handball, or we can see who juggles the best. He did a lot of backtracking in the last few days. He went online and he pretty much apologized for what he said, and he thought it was all a hoax, and it was they was trying to build up hype for the fight that they were eventually gonna have. They were trying to work a contract out, and stipulations on his end. He was like, well, we can fight, but you can't go on No Jumper and talk about the fight. No Jumper's exploiting him, and it's a lot. But a lot of people tend to think that Aaron was told to apologize by some members of the gang. I can see that happening because a lot of gangs aren't just in LA, New York. He did say that he lives in Atlanta, so it is a pretty big gang culture in Atlanta. And these guys do communicate. They have a whole network set up from East Coast, West Coast, down south, up north. It's pretty much a criminal network. They have people in here, people there. So I can see, Mr. the plumber, whatever, getting information. Hey, you need to dial it back. You need to apologize for all the things you said. One of ours is going through something right now, and you have taken things too far. Maybe you didn't take it too far, but grand scheme of things, they just probably want to show him, even if you are living on an army base in Atlanta, you can still, we can still reach out to you and talk to you, and that can, that'll frighten most people. Thinking you're out of the reach of the opposition, and you get a letter at your house, or a knock on your door. Someone rings your doorbell, or you come outside and just see a bandana on your on your porch. It can be a little frightening. So he probably got the information, got the call from probably one of the higher ups, and he was like, "Hey, I gotta dial this back a little bit because things are taking a turn." Because coming from being an internet viral celebrity to getting into a different aspect of life and who you want to fight. And also he said on one of his rants that, yeah, I live in Atlanta. If you guys come down here, you're gonna get arrested, and I'm not fighting any gang. And for you to go on the internet and say all that stuff, and then turn around and they can still able to reach out to you and get a hold of you, get your phone number, get your address. It's a lot that probably went into it. And he's probably seeing that the world is a lot bigger than the state he lives in. I don't know. If you guys think that his apology was genuine, or if you think that someone told him to apologize, y'all can hash it out in the comments. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.